Get your live music fix with the best of Pearl Jam tribute music. Washed in Black will be performing for one night only, 7 p.m. on August 27th at the Federal Way Performing Arts Center. Experience a tribute to one of the most prolific bands of our time with Seattle's own Washed in Black as they celebrate the 30-year anniversary of the release of 10. Get tickets at fwpaec.org. Thank you to our sponsor, Becker Retirement Group.
If 2020 has taught us anything, it's to take nothing for granted. So when you expect hot water and get cold, when you expect the shower to drain and it doesn't, when you turn the furnace on and it won't start, stop freaking and call Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical. 1-800-FREAKIN'.
Hey, Ola, it's Miles. Thank you guys for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast.
Have you heard our newest podcast? It's called The Greatest Story Never Told.
Download it today on radio.com. Be sure to subscribe. New episodes are uploaded every Tuesday at noon.
Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the Men's Room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the Men's Room.
And away we go. Welcome to Season 15, Episode number 3,339. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill, D. Chad Smith, and Mike Hawk. And you are in the Men's Room. On tap today it is a random question. Your guess is as good as mine. Categories: dumb people and delicious seafood. We will play Profile This, plus headlines, a Men's Room shot of the day, fumble listener emails, and everyone's favorite TV time with Tim.
Clack.
All right, here we go. Zookeeper in serious condition after being attacked by a gorilla who broke through 3 doors. Meanwhile, an Irishman in Rome defaces the Colosseum by carving in his initials on one of their tours. Police seized 350,000 condoms that were cleaned and sold as new. In England, you might need to stay home for a glass of wine or a cold brew. And guess what, guys? Apparently, the socks and sandals thing is now cool. That is all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
Get your live music fix with the best of Pearl Jam tribute music. Washed in Black will be performing for one night only, 7 p.m. on August 27th at the Federal Way Performing Arts Center. Experience a tribute to one of the most prolific bands of our time with Seattle's own Washed in Black as they celebrate the 30-year anniversary of the release of 10. Get tickets at fwpaec.org. Thank you to our sponsor, Becker Retirement Group.
For tank and tankless hot water heaters, for clogged drains, for leaky faucets, for toilets that won't flush. Stop freaking and call Beacon. Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical is your trusted source to solve all your plumbing needs. 1-800-FREAKIN' or beaconplumbing.net.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Home of Charles and away we go. Welcome to Season 15, Episode number 3,339. What a large charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat. I know what you're thinking. These guys work way too hard. One of these days, they're going to need a day off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One day.
You'll probably could hear this show again later on down the road. You never know. Guaranteed future repeat. It's going to be that good. Your guess is as good as mine. Coming up, we got a couple of great categories for you today. We have dumb people. That's one of the categories you can pick. And we also have America's favorite types of seafood.
All right, well, that explains itself. What specifically is dumb people? Like Jeff down the road.
You know, I mean, names that are associated with dumb people.
Okay.
Like Daryl and stuff. No, actually, this is based on data These are the 10 dumbest states in the United States of America. Nationwide ranking of IQ scores in combination with SAT and ACT tests. They can actually see where some states are smarter than others, at least on paper. So,
Okay.
not that that's the biggest deal. The smartest states are also on the list. You guys have any idea some of the smart states out there?
Smartest states.
The smartest states.
I only got like Massachusetts.
Massachusetts is number one. Why is Massachusetts
Harvard.
number one? And
Other places.
MIT.
Oh, right.
You know what I
We're
mean?
not smart enough to know them all,
Boston
Miles.
University is actually a pretty good institution.
Tufts.
Yes.
It's Tufts in Boston. See, I'm so stupid I didn't know that.
I thought that was in New York, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Either way, there's smart people in Massachusetts.
You don't look so certain.
Yeah.
I am not. I think my cousin went there.
Let's see here. Iowa's on the list as far as smart states, believe it or not. That was
Why
a
are they
shocker
still
to
living
me.
there?
Vermont, New Hampshire, Connecticut. The typical Northeast states are all included, as well as New Jersey. Believe it or not, that's one of the smartest states in the
I
United
just
States of
sound
America.
dumb. I know what I'm doing.
That's not the category. We're going for just dumb rock bottom states, dumb people. Well, if you want dumb people, you will visit one of these 10 fine places.
You want dumb people? We got you.
We got you covered. Coming up with your guess is as good as mine. And today is the day that we do our random question. Question 206-421-ROCK.
Random.
Hello, Jesse. Welcome to the men's room.
Hi.
Hola, Jesse.
Hola.
Jesse, you doing okay?
I'm still in Midland. How about yourself?
You're doing what?
I'm still in Midland. How about yourself?
Okay, I'm doing all right, man. Not bad at all. Okay, here, Jesse. I think you can answer this question. Jesse, what do you have in case of an emergency? Ooh. Yeah. What do you have?
Money.
You have money? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Okay. How much money do you keep, like in a box somewhere?
10 or $15.
All right. Okay. In case of an emergency. All right.
Does 10 or $15 cover an emergency or an inconvenience?
What would be the emergency where $15 could take care of things?
Gas money. Food,
Okay. All right.
I see you.
Stash, maybe.
I dig it, dude. You're planning for the future. You got a head start.
Jesse, do you have a fire extinguisher?
As a matter of fact, I have 2.
Okay, well, that's something that you have in case of an emergency.
That is a good point. You do not own that for any other reason.
Do you have super glue?
I have crazy glue.
Okay.
That'll work.
That works.
As a matter of fact, my mom once crazy glued a wound shut on my hand.
I feel like at your house, they should just call it glue.
Jesse, what happened again? You crazy glued your hand shut?
No. Once upon a time I was hacked on something and I hacked right through my finger.
Okay.
My mom took crazy glue and crazy glued the wound shut.
That's why that's why I asked if you had crazy glue, because in the event of an emergency, if you have,
that works, man.
You have a first aid kit and everything else, but if you're looking for a good butterfly bandage, nothing is better than crazy glue.
Do we have crazy glue in our first aid kit? We have a first aid kit. I'm pretty sure the first aid it can render is if you have cut yourself or have a headache. Any other situation, you're on your own, right?
It's hard to get that headache.
That's right.
Our first aid kit also makes you feel bad about yourself when you go up to get something out of it. Oh, so sorry, you're feeling poorly.
Yeah, I think Cass will put that on there.
Here's some things to help you feel better. Sorry, baby. Do you need a hug?
What is it about most workplace first aid kits? Now, look, I mean, if you're a welder or working construction, I'm sure yours is a little more hooked up. But any place that has, like, physical offices, if you look at any of these first aid kits, I'm like, bro, this is not a first aid kit. This is like the junk drawer that you have in your kitchen. Like, oh, you need a Band-Aid? Yes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Fortunately,
Fortunately,
we can walk 2 blocks and we can make it to an emergency room.
Doesn't have burned stuff in there. I've seen.
I bet there's some gels and
You
stuff.
sure?
Yeah, because sometimes I'm an idiot, so I have to get Band-Aids and,
From the first aid kit here?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to start switching things out. I have like KY jelly, nipple clamps. Like, look, we don't know what kind of emergency you've got.
Alcohol wipes in there and stuff.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll survive.
Ted, you'll like this. The reason we asked, what do you have in case of an emergency? We go to Washington, D.C.
All right.
And they say among the espionage artifacts on display at the International Spy Museum in Washington, D.C.
Does that place have a physical address?
is the Rectal Toolkit, a tightly sealed, pill-shaped container full of tools that could aid in an escape from various sticky situations.
Oh, I see where you're going.
Gadget was issued to CIA operatives during the height of the Cold War, according to the museum curator. Tools inside include drill bits, saws, and knives. When I look at the rectal toolkit, it's a great example of problem solving in the intelligence world. It had to be made with material that could not splinter or create sharp edges that could injure the user. Additionally,
that'd be a giveaway.
It had to seal tightly to not let anything seep in or poke out. The kit supplied spies with all the tools to break out of a jail cell, and sometimes this was a matter of life and death. So it's about 6 inches long, about 5 inches long.
What are you making that noise? Oh, I'm a spy!
And it looks like a big Tylenol, really. I mean,
it really does.
Yeah,
and you just hide it back there.
You hide it back there.
And I want you to consider what they said. We had to find a material that would not splinter, make sure nothing can seep in or poke out. How many guys do you think tested all of the failed designs?
Well, they had to settle on one. I mean,
12 dudes probably went through this like, oh, God, it hurts. Like, okay.
I mean, it didn't go right the first time.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Like,
random.
It's like the people that tested preparation A through G.
What seeped in?
You know what seeped in. Like, oh, God, I'm not using that drill bit.
Nobody should.
Hello, Ely. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola. Ely, welcome to the program. And a random question.
Welcome back, guys, man.
Thank you. Yeah, man, wow, what a break. We got out of the country and stuff. No, we didn't.
Because we're CIA agents, so we had 6-inch pills shoved up our rectum.
Ha-ha, TSA.
Can't find that, can you? Ooh.
Bring him on, weed. Let's go with this one. What do you wish that no one had seen? What do you wish that no one had seen, Ely?
Like when you're walking down the street, trip over the sidewalk. Actually, for me, one of the worst. I am walking with Miles. This is years ago. We're in downtown Seattle. We're just talking. We are walking back to our place of employ, and I do fart a lot. So as we're outside walking, I just lift my leg, and I fart. But like anyone, I stop walking, lift my leg. I turn around. There's one of the hottest women I've ever seen, like 3 feet behind me.
Yeah.
And it was an emasculating moment.
It's been many years ago, but at one point in time, I saw the top of a coworker's butt, and she had a hairy tuft right in the top crease.
Oh, you told me about her, man.
Yeah.
That's and it sounds stupid, and we can't tell her, but like every time we looked at her when we used to work with her, it's just like, you're a really nice person, but all I can think is that you have a hairy butt.
That's all.
That when you bend over, it looks like Burt Reynolds putting his shirt.
So what do you wish that no one had seen?
I actually got a pretty good one for you. So I spent 10 years in the Army, and on one of our deployments to Afghanistan, we were on a patrol and got stuck in the mud for about 4 days. While we were stuck in the mud, obviously, we couldn't go anywhere, but you still had to conduct business. And I had to drop a deuce.
Oh, no.
So it's the middle of night. There's nowhere to really go. We're off some beaten trails, and the closest thing to hide behind, is a bush that doesn't have any foliage on it, no leaves. So it's dark out, and on top of our up-armored vehicles that we were driving around in, some of them had like these remote-operated turrets that would either have a 50 cal or a grenade launcher on it, but it was controlled from inside the truck. And on that turret, there was a camera that they could use infrared vision on.
All right.
So they turned on the IR and proceeded to watch me poop in the middle of the night. Of course, it was video recorded.
Yeah.
So that was watched about 500 times for the rest of that deployment.
I do have one question. So when you're looking through infrared, like how... Were you surprised, or was it what you expected, how quickly your actual poop started to cool off compared to your body heat?
Well, it was the middle of winter, so it went into some light snow, so you could see it drop. You could see me squatting. I was white. The entire background was black. And you could see it drop, and it just disappeared as soon as it hit the snow.
Okay, let me ask you, was it a lot because you had to go that bad?
Well, we've been out there. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced MREs. They pack you pretty tight, and you don't have to go unless you absolutely have to go. So I was out there for a little bit.
Okay, all right.
Damn.
Do you ever think you'll show this video to your friends or family or anything like that? Maybe requested to be played at your funeral or anything?
Or wedding.
Yeah.
You know what? That was a long time ago. I have to reach out to some old friends and see if that video still exists.
I guarantee it does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they still got the ones with people making love to goats and stuff.
I'd just show it to people and tell them it was somebody else. I even laughed about it.
But then the question would be, then why do you have this?
Still.
Right. Wow, that's,
Yeah.
I kind of wish I had that experience. I'm curious to see myself in infrared when dropping a deuce.
The reason we asked, what do you wish no one had seen? We go to Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. A naked man was found along Route 72 in Penn Township eating flowers and grass on Sunday morning, according to police. Police were dispatched to the scene after a call reporting a naked man who was gardening. Officers located the man who appeared to be in his mid-30s. He was covered in human fecal matter, eating grass and leaves. According to a press release,
I'm going to be a cop one day.
He was taken to a local hospital for appropriate evaluation. And
see again, if I'm a cop, like, look, man, I'm not dealing with this. I'm just not dealing with. He's naked. He's eating grass. He's eating flowers, and he's covered in poop. Like, no.
Yeah, that's the worst part. He's covered in poop.
Everything about it's bad.
Do you are you allowed to shower the people before you take them for a car ride? You know what I mean? Like if I'm
no, man, because it might have evidence of something.
Can I knock on the neighbor's door and go, dude, can I borrow your garden hose for like 3 minutes and a spare towel from the garage?
What do you say if you're the neighbor? I'm like, look, bro, I'd love to help you, man. I'll
let him stand in your garden so at least he'll get fertilized when I spray this crap off.
You can use my hose, but he has to be in the neighbor's yard.
Yeah, I'm with you. There's no chance a neighbor.
Would you let a police officer use your hose to spray off a poop-covered man who's outside of your home?
A poop-covered suspect.
No.
So he doesn't have to get in the car all poopy.
I know it sounds mean.
Do you think they have a poop suit for somebody? You think they can just wrap him in a big garbage bag or something like that?
No, tell him, look, man, and I'm not trying to be difficult
like
about
a potato
this.
sack, you know,
but
they really are.
You chose your job. This is part, right? There's things about my job I don't like. Sure, I don't have poop-covered people in the back of my car.
That's what I'm saying.
But I very specifically chose a job, but that's not going to happen. No, you cannot use my garden hose.
Okay.
Would you let them use your hose?
Yeah, sure.
Really?
Absolutely.
And now it's 3 a.m.
I mean, that would be inconvenient, but if it was like, dude, can I use your hose? I'm going to spray off this guy covered in poop before I get it in the back of my car. I'd be like, dude, just use it. Yeah, I don't care.
Do cops still take their cars home, or are those days over?
Not that one. But I don't know. I don't know.
Let's go in for detail.
Can you just trade it in?
Yeah, what is the question of that, right? You're a cop, you got some poop-covered suspect, or someone poops in the back of your car.
They got poop detail.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't know, man. I would never work detail for the police. Because anything in the back of that cop car is going to be bad. It's going to be real bad. Hello, old Don. Welcome to the men's room.
Happy Monday, fellas.
Hola.
What day of the week it is.
That's right. All right, Don, let's go with this one. Don, you've been in a lot of relationships. You've had a good long life there. What was the strangest thing that you've been hit with?
Oh, wow. Door number 2.
What's that?
Well, wow.
I've been hit in the face with an oyster.
I saw a woman get hit in the face with a latex simulated vagina. It's one of the funniest damn things that had a blow pop stuck in it. Just to make it even worse.
Most of the things I've ever been hit with either had a boot on it or a fistful of knuckles, but that's why I asked if you had another question.
You never saw anybody throw something at you, flying at your head, ever?
Oh, well, yeah. You know, when I was a kid and these older, you know, that was back in the day when even older kids were allowed to slap you around and stuff. This guy fired an orange, you know, growing up out in the orange groves. And he fired an orange, and you have no idea how bad an orange can hurt if it hits you in the neck.
There you go.
Yeah, you know,
you got an orange to the neck.
All right. It seems like it's a safer option, but it would still hurt.
What, out of that orange or onion?
I think out of the world of citrus, I think the lemon's going to really, because it's small and you could put more velocity behind it.
I think a lime.
Maybe if you can get enough speed.
Actually, I feel like lemons are denser than limes, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a little bit bigger. Just hand size.
I don't know, man. They're smaller. Hit me with those.
With a lime?
Yeah, I mean, imagine them firing a grapefruit at you.
We used to fire apples at each other.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
Apples fall off a tree. You just fire those at each other. I mean, they basically just splatter when you hit
Right, but they don't fall 800 feet off of a tree and then hit you.
Did you have one of those neighbors, though, who would, like, make a snowball and, like, put rocks in it?
Or put it in the freezer until I got it wet.
I'm going to kill somebody. This is going to be fun.
I told you, I saw my... I wasn't physically there, but somebody threw a purple tortilla chip at my brother.
In a bar, right? Or a restaurant?
Correct. So then he responded in kind, you know, like, who the F throws purple tortilla chips? And I can't remember if he actually got beat up, but it was at that point where, like, the bouncer was like, all right, what do you have to leave? Jesus.
And he got beat up.
Reason we asked, what were you hit with? A burglary suspect hit a cop in the face with a Bible. An attack that led to his tasing and arrest on multiple criminal charges,
Amen,
according
bitch.
to Florida police. Robert Otis Hoskins, the alleged Bible thumper, was caller Tuesday afternoon following a confrontation at a residence in Summerfield, charged with burglary, larceny, resisting, battery on a law enforcement official, criminal mischief. Hoskins, who is 39, is being held in jail in lieu of $13,000 bond.
$13,000?
Yep.
I'd have made it $666.
Police responded to a 911 call about a burglary encountering Hopkins, who was only wearing a pair of gray briefs outside his residence next door to the burglarized property. As a deputy sought to question Hoskins, he began shouting at the cop as he approached with a book in his right hand. He then wound up and threw the good book at the officer, who was struck in the face and jaw by the Bible. The Bible tosser was captured on the body cam while the cop was in the line of fire. As he uncorked the throw, Hoskins stated something like, "I condemn you."
Are you serious?
Yes. Hoskins was subsequently tasered and taken into custody following a brief struggle. According to his arrest report, Hoskins' wife told deputies he does in fact have a drug problem, which seemed apparent when Hoskins told cops that God had directed him to break into his neighbor's home and free the victim's juvenile daughter.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Cops noted that Hoskins' antics did not end after he was handcuffed. After defecating on himself at the crime scene, he successfully tried to bolt from officers upon arrival at the county jail. He is scheduled for a court hearing later on this.
Oh, dear Jesus.
So you bring this up. And again, we're back to this again. I'm trying to arrest the guy.
You can borrow my hose.
And now the dude poops himself. Like, again, if I'm a cop, I'm pissed. But to that, some people have commented. They said the backseat of cop cars is hard plastic with floor drains. Cops would not care. Someone just says hose it out. Someone else says cop cars are designed to be rinsed out in cases like naked poop-covered suspect. And someone else confirms.
They think of everything.
Back to police cars. I think they thought
even
of everything
like the Camaro
after
ones.
It happened.
Even like the Camaro ones, like the nice ones.
Again,
really?
Dude, other than doctors, who deals with the most poop-covered strangers?
I think it's nurses.
I'm saying cops, man. Cops.
More of the random question coming up. 206-421-ROCK.
Is your furnace ready to handle another Pacific Northwest winter? Before the cold weather hits and you start freaking, call Beacon. Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical won't leave you out in the cold. They're on call 24/7. 1-800-FREAKIN or beaconplumbing.net.
CuriosityStream has thousands of documentary films and shows available on demand on any device. We're the Netflix for nerds, the Hulu for history buffs, the Disney Plus for the scientist in us. There sure are a lot of streaming services, aren't there? CuriosityStream is the one you definitely need if you're the type to nature dock and chill, if you're an armchair astronaut, if you prefer physics to psychics, or perhaps you know a precocious paleontologist. Go to curiositystream.com to learn more and sign up today.
You're in the men's room. 99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle.
Brand new KISW face mask design is available at KISW.com. It's very stylish. It's camel. I've noticed I've become kind of a mask snob.
Everybody has. Nobody knew they had it in them, but now, as these things progress, I have things I like.
Yeah, some things I just go, what the hell is that? I saw this couple with like the full face shields and stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean like welder thing, like down past the neck, just a huge ass thing. I'm like, I don't think that's not going to help you in a lot of situations, especially if there's stuff floating around in the air. Supposedly it's good for your eyes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, whatever.
I noticed that the beauty of the face mask now. I mean, it is like your favorite sports team, college alma mater. I mean, my God, man. It's kind of like bumper stickers on the back of a Subaru. I know everything about you now just from looking at your face mask.
On a Stormtrooper mask. Either way, head to KISW.com. We got two great styles here for you. And a portion of proceeds, it helps our friends at the Washington State Nurses Association. So go and pick up a stylish mask today. Still got compliments on the one we got a few weeks back.
I like that Belichick, at like halftime, somebody from the NFL must have been like, put on a real mask.
Oh, I know.
Did you see Gruden wear panties yesterday just to mock the NFL? Did you see that?
Yes.
He did.
I did not see it.
Oh, yeah.
Random.
He put panties on.
He put his panties on. He could have got a KSW mask.
We should send him one.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to help you out, dog.
Or a pair of panties.
Hello, Jacob. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, what's up?
Hola. Welcome to the program, Jacob. Random question. How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. How you guys doing tonight?
We're doing good, man. We're getting ready for a little Monday Night Football. It's kind of a big game tonight, if you know what I'm saying. Huge game in the area.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Who do you got, Chiefs or Ravens? Chivens. The Chivens. I'll get the Chivens.
I'll take the Chivens.
I'll take the Chivens.
I bet the Chivens is a safe bet. I mean, you can't lose.
No, I don't think they got that line in Vegas. All right, let's go with this question. What secondhand or used thing do you own? What do you have that used to be somebody else's?
A car.
Okay, easy enough.
What kind of car do you got?
07 Ford Focus. Wrecked it twice in a month, though, so.
Does that mean it's on its last leg, or has it still got some life to it?
Well, I got to zip tie the hood down.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, I guess the hood will not close into the latch area.
No, it will not.
So I guess that's frame damage. You might be kind of screwed on that.
I don't know. I think your Ford Focus went from being a Ford Focus to the Ford bitch magnet. That is.
Oh, yeah.
You got a Focus that you got to zip tie down the hood.
How many used cars have you owned in your lifetime?
Probably about 7.
I think I'm probably about the same number.
I think our car. Do you think, other than a house, do you think cars are the thing you're most willing to buy used? If you tell someone you have used anything, they're like, "Oh my god!" But if you say you bought a used car, nobody cares. You know what people do in cars,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
If I bought used plates, people freak
well,
out. But a car, like people have sex in there, they vomited it. Everything you've done, they've done, but nobody bats an eye.
If you buy antiques, I mean, you're basically buying
Sure.
secondhand stuff. I mean, you don't think of it that way. But
You guys want to buy some of my old jeans?
with the ones that are too big for you now, don't go to the Goodwill. I'm telling you that right now.
If somebody like, would you accept it if somebody says, "Here's some old jeans"?
Maybe
it depends.
If we're the same size, sure.
Right.
You know why not, man?
Jeans are jeans. You know what I mean? They don't seem as
jeans.
intimate.
I mean, people don't wash them as much as they say they do.
Right.
We know the jean game. You're kind of cool.
You have some stuff you wear at festivals. I'm sure that was secondhand, right?
Oh, that's a great call. My fur jacket.
Yeah, I mean, surely you didn't buy that new. It's not fur, right? Do you catch hell at the festivals wearing the faux fur jacket? Like, is that really fur?
Oh, I think that thing's real fur.
Oh, and you don't catch any hell?
No, why? I hunted down the animal myself.
I mean, technically,
I couldn't even get that out.
if you buy a fur coat, even if you buy it new, isn't it technically secondhand?
Yeah.
I bought it. Honestly, it's a
Because the animals
lady's
work.
jacket that I bought years ago at a Goodwill.
Okay.
What's the look you get at Goodwill when they're looking at you?
They were shocked because I was like, "How much is this?"
Did it finally sold?
And she goes, "It's $100." And I was like, "Okay,
I'll take it.
And then it's like, like, Betty, he's buying the jacket.
I told him 100 and he bet on it.
But that said, people love that coat because at nighttime it gets really cold.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do you share it with anyone? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, try to.
Okay.
Yeah. What is that smell, Ted? The reason we asked what secondhand or used thing do you own, this is a doozy of a story here. Police in Vietnam have confiscated an estimated 345,000 used condoms.
Why would you throw them away?
They had been cleaned and resold as new. Footage broadcasted by the state-owned Vietnam television this week shows dozens of larger bags containing the used contraceptives scattered across the floor of a warehouse. Police said the bags weighed more than 794 pounds, equivalent to the 345,000 condoms. Owner of the warehouse said that they'd received a monthly input of used condoms from an unknown person. A woman who was detained during the bust told police that the used prophylactics were first boiled in water, then they were dried and reshaped on a wooden phallus before being repackaged and then resold. It's not clear how many of the recycled condoms had already been sold. The detained woman said she had received 17 cents for every recycled condom that she produced. Neither she nor the owner of the warehouse were available for comment.
That is funny.
She was kind of working under the table, so to speak.
Okay, I will say this. Of all the used things I might purchase, that is probably last on the list.
Okay.
Dude, I should have boiled it.
Is there, look, there's like a fleshlight, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Women used to have a diaphragm. I don't think that's as popular anymore, but it was one of those things.
No, you sound current.
We already found out about the thing.
I still don't even understand what those things are.
The thing, well, it's just a little dam you put up in there. But it's like, it's
up in there. Your medical training is bleeding through.
People could see the hand motion. Hey, throw it up in
stick it in there. Like yes. yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, you know how
but
to
it's
do it.
reusable. Okay, so on our podcast.
Yeah, but they don't pass them to other people, right? I mean, if I say, dude, I'm done with the fleshlight, you want in? You'd be like, nah, bro, let's go. I'll get my own.
Is it an official fleshlight?
Right.
Like one of those knockoffs?
No, it's my homemade one.
Ted, do you ever listen to your own podcast?
Yeah.
Have you listened to the commercial at the beginning of it?
Not recently.
Okay, what was the one we got in the beginning of ours?
Astroglide was the first one we heard.
No, but what is the thing that's a reusable female that time of the month thing?
To Pete.
It's called like the drip or something like that. Maybe it's not that. It's something like that.
I don't know. It's like the lady drip or something.
Isn't it like the Shiwi?
Yeah, but no.
But it's not.
This is for menstruation.
Remember, you made us watch the commercial, Mike.
It's a natural because anybody listening to our podcast, they're going to need that.
Yeah,
so but
certainly.
Anyway, they're all reusable. So why wouldn't they have a reusable condom? Like
but
you go get fitted, you go get
because
fitted.
Listen, I can reuse and clean out my fleshlight.
Right,
but that's involving me. Once I've put the condom on, we're introducing somebody else's privates to the equation.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like
you mean reuse your own?
Yeah, you stick it in the dishwasher,
but you would dishwasher safe.
Yeah, right.
Man, we just got to accept the condoms are once use only.
Okay, all right.
It depends, though. If it's not because reservoir tip, I don't know that you could reshape it, right?
All right.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's not reservoir tip.
Maybe you just use a Q-tip to clean it up.
Just
swab up in there. Random question. 206-421. Pretty sure that's how you put it in.
Well, an awful lot of Q-tips. I got a side project going on, man. I'm making money.
How do you think you get it out? The diaphragm.
Honestly, for my...
I know. When you have to sneeze, plug your nose. To me, that...
You blow it out?
Just... I don't know. I don't have a vagina to know, but that's my guess.
And nobody
plug your nose and push.
By the time I was getting of the age that you get intimate, nobody was using those.
No,
anymore.
I don't think I've ever known anyone to own one or have one or use one or say.
Well, no one has admitted
it's okay. I'm going to jump in the bathroom and put my diaphragm in.
I'm sure that
I mainly know it from Seinfeld.
Hey, someone hooked us up. All right, so the name of the product, I don't know if it currently is, but certainly on one of our more recent podcasts that we did, it was the Diva Cup.
Diva Cup.
And
it's reusable. So it doesn't.
For you.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
Here's the difference.
It's not as much waste. You know what I mean? You can clean it every night.
But people feel differently about blood and semen, right? If someone has a bloody nose and that tissue is balled up on the coffee table, you might pick it just with 2 fingers, right? But you drop it in the trash can. You say, I'm sorry, dude, I had a bloody nose. I get it. If you said, hey, that crumpled up tissue, that has semen in it, they won't touch it. It's not going to happen. You wouldn't even hit that thing with a broom. You say, get it off my table, because I'm not touching it, right? Bloody nose, cool. Semen, no.
Would you take money that has blood on it?
Yes.
Yep.
Would you take money that has semen? That's what I mean.
You can wash money.
There's a huge difference.
You can wash money.
I have a $10 bill that has my blood.
Okay.
But it's covered in blood because I cut my finger.
Do you think you'll ever be able to spend it anywhere?
I don't think so. Because if my buddy came by and I go, wonder where I'll spend that 10. And he goes, you mean the one covered in blood?
Nowhere.
Random.
God, I remember walking up to an ATM once and I just wanted to pull out cash. There was blood all over it. And I'm just like, something horrible has happened here. I'm going to go find another one.
Did you not use it?
No, hell no, I didn't use it. Hello, Emmett. Welcome to the men's room.
Service.
Hello, Emmett.
A goat?
I think he's on the
Is he ordering food?
He's ordering something. Hello, Matt. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Matt, welcome to the program. Random question. Let's see here, Matt. What do we got for you? Okay,
I don't know. What do you got?
What about this one? What would you say is your weirdest or worst experience with a neighbor you've had?
Weirdest or worst? Weirdest. I moved into my house in Cedar Woolley, and my neighbor came out and told me I was an a-hole right off the bat.
Is that how they walked up to you? Like, hey, name's Jeff. You're an a-hole.
Yep, pretty much. Yep.
What do you think was the reasoning behind that?
Because I had a peace sticker on my truck at the time, and he was I don't know how you say that, a right wing.
Yeah, but what's the problem with peace? I mean, it's peace. So no matter who you are, I'm saying you're cool with me if you can keep your ass together, right? There's no bad message there. Like, I don't have a problem with you. F you! You're an a-hole.
And that's how it was, but then we turned out to be best buds.
Okay, cool. It's funny how that works out.
He was just that combative guy, and it was weird. It was funny.
What was your response to him, by the way, when he first rolls up and says that?
Yes, I am.
Have we met?
Yeah. I got a neighbor that masturbates with the window open.
For right now?
Yep.
Oh,
is it a homeowner or a renter close by?
It is apartment building.
So across
blinds
the
open, yeah, just going to town.
Close the
himself.
blinds.
That's what I'm
man.
saying.
Jeez.
Because
Miles is staring.
Miles, are you watching?
Well, look, I went out to smoke a cigarette. I'm like, that blanket's going up and down way too fast. You know what I mean? There's only one.
Right.
There's only one motion that does that. He's not plunging a toilet in his living room. You know what I mean? Like
how far is the hand going? Is it impressive?
You know, I can't see that far because I need my glasses. Typically, when I step outside,
like an NBA player or
cigarette, yeah. The tent didn't look too high.
And you don't put the glasses on?
I just clap for him. You know what I mean? To be honest with you,
You clap?
How many times is this dude, at least in your view?
I've seen him do it twice.
Jesus.
But I also see him having sex all the time too.
There was a guy when I lived in Belltown that like every night it was kind of like a joke. There was one bar we'd be at and we're like, 7:45, there he goes.
He's at it.
Exactly. There was a couple when I was in Belltown, same thing, but buildings are real close together. I'm in this little side office, man, and I see this dude, he is going at it, right? And I'm like, okay, it's at night, their blinds are completely open, so you can't help but see it. Grabbed a little binoculars, like, oh, it's two dudes. Mm-hmm. I was just like, oh, damn, surprise.
Reason we asked our weirdest or worst experience with a neighbor, here's a doozy. Last week, someone in Tampa, Florida, heard their neighbors yelling, quote, shoot, shoot, I dare you to shoot. So the neighbors called the cops. 4 cops came to the scene ASAP to find out what was going on. It turns out the people yelling shoot were watching the Tampa Bay Lightning hockey game and were screaming at the players to shoot the puck. In the neighbor's defense, if I heard someone yelling shoot, I probably would think the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd call
laughed
the
it
cops.
off. Either though, shoot, shoot.
I don't know that people yell that when they're actually like faced with a gun.
Yeah, I dare you to shoot. That's probably not what I'm going to say. And I'm not challenging myself. Right?
Random.
If you don't watch sports, though, like, trust me. Like, I have a couple neighbors right now that I bet wonder. Because there's certain hours of the day where, and I won't yell and scream the whole time, but you score a touchdown, you score a goal, like, whatever sport I'm watching, right?
I'll say yesterday, one thing I found mildly entertaining is to go outside, smoke a cigarette, and then just listen to my Seattle neighbors while that game was going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if you did not know what sports were, you would think a serial killer is, just, oh! That's all you hear up and down the block. By the way, Miles, someone chimes in, says, my ex-wife had a Diva cup. Sometimes it overflows, sometimes she would leave it on the countertop of the bathroom. Come on, man.
At least it's in the right room.
No, but to me, that's like, I wipe my ass and leave the toilet paper on the... You know what I mean? Like, finish the whole process,
What is the reduction in these mushrooms this evening? Is it a brandy? What is it?
How do we thicken up this chili?
We can make a roux with this. Hello, Emmett. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola.
Hey, welcome to the program. Random question. Let's go with this one. What is the dumbest or the saddest way you've been injured?
The dumbest or I have a good one. So I was a little kid. I was maybe like 8 years old, and we had this big stump sitting right next to our house that I took it upon myself just to. I guess I was just out of boredom. I would go and I'd just start trying to whack away at it, and I'd take like a hatchet and try to like break off chunks, and I'd put like firecrackers and stuff. But one day, I for some reason was using a claw hammer to try to chip away at this stump, and I missed. And I nailed myself in the right shin. It bled quite profusely, and I screamed bloody murder.
This sounds like a terribly sad and lonely childhood.
I'm playing Paul Bunyan until I hurt myself.
He's out back, still chomping away at that stuff. That's all he does. He sits back there and keeps chipping.
Day in, day out.
Yeah, one of these
little
days.
Emmy just grabs his little hatchet and whacks at that stump.
It's going to be gone.
That boy ain't right.
Yeah, right? All you wanted was a flat outfield for wiffle ball. Reason we asked, what's the saddest way you've been injured? A 72-year-old man in England died after being charged by a herd of cows. A herd of cows, marking the country's second such fatality in 2 weeks. The tragic death of Malcolm Flynn of Carlisle happened at about 11:45 in the morning on September 11th when he was walking near a castle. Flynn was with a companion when the cows charged across the field. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Over a week before that, teacher Dave Clark died after cows injured him while he was walking in North Yorkshire. Police identified Flynn on Friday and called on witnesses to help the investigation, as he had been trampled.
Investigation?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're trying to figure. They just found his dead body. They didn't have witnesses on the first.
Oh, so it
took them a while. They noticed the hoof marks on his body. Seriously, in his back. No, I'm dead serious.
Are you for real?
Yes, because he was just laying on the side of the road. They didn't know what happened to him. And they found out he got run over by a group of cows.
Yeah, it's one of those cases where the cows got him.
There's no way. No way. Those cows. How fast do cows run?
It's a herd of cows. Who knows? I mean, think about the poundage involved.
No,
they
I
knock you
understand
down,
the poundage,
trample you. You know,
but cows typically not particularly aggressive, right? I think we can all agree. Typically, maybe they are fast. I have no idea. But right, 2 dudes being trampled by English cows.
What do you want to take on? Do you want to take on a herd of cows running at you full speed, or one gorilla?
I'm taking the cows, dude.
Herd of cows.
I am taking the cows.
Every day.
Zookeeper also just out today, mauled by a gorilla. Rushed to a hospital with serious injuries after the animal broke through 3 safety doors. Keeper was injured at the Madrid Zoo Aquarium in Spain after being attacked by the 31-stone gorilla.
14 pounds per stone.
Named Malibu.
40, 350. Yeah, 350 or so.
So Malibu grabs this woman. 46
Wait, Malibu?
Malibu's the name of the...
Yo, a Malibu dog.
46-year-old woman suffered a head injury, chest trauma, multiple fractures, 2 broken arms. She was rushed to the hospital. She is still in serious condition.
440 pounds.
The gorilla broke through 3 doors to attack the keeper that had raised Malibu from birth.
See, this is the part, right? You've raised this thing from birth, and according to this, it's fairly friendly and protective of all the people that have raised it, the zookeeper.
Right.
I don't know what she did, but when homie busts through 3 doors to get to you, you effed up.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
And it's the same routine.
That's more terrifying that he broke through 3 doors.
This keeper had been doing the same thing for 19 years at the zoo, accessing the indoor facilities for the usual breakfast routine, cleaning and preparing the facilities. Upon entering a secure area with a triple door, the caretaker then met Malibu, a 29-year-old male gorilla who had gotten through all 3 doors. How he got through all 3 doors, they have no idea. They're being investigated. Yeah, maybe so.
Beep, 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 beep.
0304, I'm in.
I've been watching you, homie. How terrifying is it to be the zookeeper and you see this gorilla tear through a security door and you're thinking, okay, well, I'm still safe. Then it tears through the second security door and you're thinking,
what's J.J. Watt?
Oh, man.
245 pounds?
Yeah.
So it's 2 J. Watts.
But with like 100 times the strength. And he hates you.
Right, and he's pissed.
And he's mad.
More of the random question coming up, 206-421-ROCK.
On Pod Save the World, we want to be your cheat sheet for global events. My name is Tommy Vitor, and each week, my co-host Ben Rhodes and I break down the biggest stories from around the world. Ben and I both worked on President Obama's national security staff, and we'll introduce you to the activists, politicians, and journalists who can help us understand what's going on around the world, what it means for the United States, and what it's like being inside the White House Situation Room during a crisis. Listen on Odyssey, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your pods.